It's time to watch tales of magic. It's time to have lots of fun. So come follow me and you will see all your dreams become reality.
The Pied Piper from Germany. Long ago, in the Middle Ages of Europe, long before television or even radio, traveling minstrels, that is musicians and singers, roamed the land going from town to town to entertain the people. This story is about one of the most famous minstrels of all, the Pied Piper. One day, as he was tootling on his pipe and marching through the countryside, he came across a town by the name of Hamelin. So he decided to pay the town a visit to see if he could make some money playing for the people there. But everyone in Hamelin seemed to be too busy to stop and listen to his fine playing. Oh, well, maybe he'd have better luck on the edge of town where things were a bit quieter. Sure enough, the farmers and craftsmen were enchanted by his music, and in no time at all, a line had formed and they were all marching and dancing merrily, following the piper through the streets. But when he got back to the town, he found that everyone had disappeared. What's this? It looks like the only ones left in the town were the rats, and they didn't seem to be afraid of anything. They were all over the place.
Your Honor, you must do something to get rid of the rats. They're everywhere.
They've broken into my house and eaten all of my family's food. You've got to do something and do it fast.
Now, citizens, please don't worry. I know that this rat problem looks pretty bad, but I promise you that I will rid this town of the pest forever. I am going to have our brave soldiers clear them out of this town immediately.
And so the mayor ordered the army to stand guard at every door to keep the rats away. But the rats didn't seem very worried.
Get out! Get out! Get out of here! Take that!
The guards reported that the army had failed. The rats had taken over every home and store in the city. And now they were even moving into the mayor's office. Oh, the mayor was at a loss. It seemed there was no way to rid Hamelin of its rats. The mayor asked for volunteers and ideas, but no one would step forward.
Your Honor, the Pied Piper at your service. I think I can be of help.
You? Why, you're a mere piper. How can you succeed where the soldiers have failed, huh?
I can play a tune that is sure to hypnotize them and make them follow me out of town.
Excellent!
Well,
oh, yeah, great idea. Marvelous. Do it. Let him do it. Yes. That's an excellent idea, my son. On behalf of all the townspeople, I want to wish you luck and assure you that you will be handsomely rewarded if you succeed in ridding this town of rats.
And so it was that the Pied Piper was commissioned by the mayor of Hamelin to rid his town of all its rats.
Thank you, Your Honor. Good day, gentlemen. Do you really think he can do it? Even if he does,
See,
you aren't
the
gonna pay him
people
all
of
that
Hamlin
money,
had
now, are
become
you?
very selfish and spoiled, and they were especially unkind to strangers, even to those who lent them a helping hand, like the Pied Piper. And so they asked the mayor to find some way to cheat him out of his reward.
Listen, folks.
That sound. It's the piper, and it's just as he promised. The rats are all following him out of town.
Huh?
There were hundreds, no thousands, no millions of rats, all entranced by the piper's playing. Outside the town, there was a small river, and it was the piper's plan to lead them all into the river to drown. When they reached the banks of the river, the piper stopped to make sure that all of the rats had been led away from the city.
Rats, forward!
And as the piper played, the rats followed one another right over the bank and into the river. Until every last one of them was gone.
Your Honor, I'm happy to report that the rats are gone, just as I promised.
My boy, we're happy with your work. Very happy indeed. You've done an excellent job and have our thanks. If you're ever this way again, feel free to drop by.
Huh?
The Pied Piper was speechless. Surely the mayor had not forgotten his promise.
But, Your Honor, you promised that I would be handsomely rewarded for my work. I have done what I said I would. Surely you will keep your word.
my word, you ungrateful vagabond. Thanks is reward enough. Get out. And stay out!
I'll teach these people to keep their word.
And so, early the next morning, the piper's hypnotic music was heard once more in the city of Hamlin.
Hey!
What's that? It sounds great. Oh, it sounds great. Let's follow. Oh, come on, everybody. Come along. Hurry, hurry. Oh, listen, listen. Everybody come. What is that beautiful sound? Let's go. Come along. Isn't that nice? Come on. Oh, come. Quick, quick, everybody. Quick. Oh, hurry.
And so, just like the rats, all the children of the town were enchanted by the piper's merry music, and they all began to follow him as he marched through the town.
Wait for me!
They marched out of Hamlin and down the path away from the town, singing merrily all the way. the Pied Piper left one boy behind to tell the wicked people of Hamlin what had happened. He promised to keep their children from them until they had all learned their lesson, never to give their word or promise unless they meant to keep it, because a person is only as good as his word. Don Quixote, the classic story of old Spain. Many, many years ago, in 16th century Spain, in an area known as La Mancha, there lay a quiet little village. And in the village, there was a large estate that belonged to a middle-aged gentleman named Alonso Quijano. Instead of taking care of his estate like most other gentlemen at the time, Alonso Quijano preferred to read books about chivalry, about knights in shining armor. And the more he read, the more he envied the knights of old. They led such exciting lives. He imagined that he was a brave knight on a fast steed riding through the land, protecting maidens in distress and slaying dragons and monsters.
Sancho!
Yes, sir. May I help you?
Sancho, I will become a brave knight and you my squire. We will ride through the land and uphold justice for all.
He was very serious. He changed his name to Don Quixote and wore his great-grandfather's armor. He then mounted a common plow horse and named it Rosinante. And along with his faithful squire, he was ready for his first adventure as a knight. The next morning, as the sun was shining brightly over the farmlands of the village, there suddenly appeared a knight in shining armor and his squire riding through the countryside. Everyone stopped their work to have a look at this strange sight. They just couldn't believe their eyes.
Sancho, there is much to do. We must push on. The work of a brave knight is never done.
Don Quixote and Sancho had reached the end of their first day without incident, but Don Quixote dreamed of the adventures to come as they rode into the night. The people of the village thought that Don Quixote's behavior was very peculiar. Don Quixote and Sancho continued their ride through the countryside when suddenly...
Huh? Oh.
What a lovely girl.
Beautiful maiden, let me introduce myself. I am Don Quixote.
Hello, I'm Aldonza. Why are you dressed so strangely?
Strangely? Huh? Why, I am the brave knight of La Mancha.
Oh, so you're the man I've been hearing about. Is there some kind of unrest in the land that has caused you to become a knight?
Unrest? Why, there is much injustice. Yes.
Aldonza gave him a rose. She realized that he was quite harmless. Our brave knight is a real gentleman.
Oh.
Oh. Our heroes were soon on their way. Don Quixote was overjoyed at finding a beautiful maiden to protect. As they said farewell, he decided to rename her Dulcinea. The next morning, Don Quixote and Sancho were sleeping soundly beneath a large tree when suddenly...
Huh? Ah, an enemy army approaching. Come, Sancho.
Huh? Master, master.
As the dust cleared, Don Quixote and Sancho could see two groups of animals galloping to the center of the field.
The enemy attack!
Don Quixote charged. But wait, they're only sheep. Not to Don Quixote. He imagined an enemy army, and he went into action.
Where are you? Show yourselves. Come out and fight like men, you sniveling cowards. Come on. Huh? I'll run you through, you evildoers. All of you. Let's go. Come on.
Don Quixote has fallen from his horse. Is he all right?
Huh? Come on, keep coming. I'll take you all on, you scoundrels. Don't run. Aha! Take that. Let's go. I'll take you. Come on.
There was a terrible storm that night, but our brave hero and his loyal servant pushed onward. Or at least they tried to. The winds were blowing so hard that every time they moved forward, they were blown back. They had a hard time getting anywhere. They struggled and struggled to fight the wind. It was a difficult battle. Finally, Sancho had to push his master's horse to get them moving forward. Don Quixote was determined to find adventure, and Sancho faithfully helped him in any way he could. They came upon some windmills that were spinning rapidly in the winds of the storm. Don Quixote and Sancho continued to struggle against the elements. The windmills, illuminated by the lightning, looked mysterious. And with Don Quixote's imagination, these huge spinning mechanical structures could appear to be almost anything.
Sancho, my lance!
Sancho couldn't understand why Don Quixote wanted his lance, but being the faithful companion that he was, he brought his master the weapon. He looked at his master and then for the enemy. But he saw no one, just the windmills standing tall against the flashing lightning and crackling thunder. But the grimly determined Don Quixote, focusing on the pinwheel-like effect of the nearest windmill, used his great imagination to slowly turn it into a frightening vision. The vision grew and grew until it was clearly a giant monster standing directly in his path. Don Quixote studied the enemy. And as he looked closely at the monster, it raised its hand, and in it he saw...
Dulcinea!
Help! Help me! Help!
I'll save you!
Master!
Don Quixote bravely charged the windmill. But to him, that windmill was the giant monster who had captured his love, Dulcinea.
Unhand her!
Help!
I'm coming! Fear not!
Oh, please!
Evil creature, you shall feel my lance!
Poor Don Quixote. He had speared the sail of the windmill, and it had hurled him into the air. And so our brave knight had come to the end of another imaginary adventure. The next day, the sails of the windmills turned peacefully from a cool, steady breeze. The sky was clear, and the air was fresh and clean from the fallen rain. It was a fine day, but not for our friends. Our brave knight had suffered his first defeat, and loyal Sancho led his injured master home to nurse his wounds. Don Quixote believed that some kind of evil magic had turned that giant into a windmill.
Oh!
Don Quixote was weary.
What happened?
Huh? Oh, my Dulcinea! I'm so glad you're safe. I would fight all the giants in the land for you.
Oh, Don Quixote, you'll never see the world as others do.
When the townspeople laughed, Don Quixote was unconcerned. He returned to his home with Sancho and with the lovely Dulcinea by his side. He enjoyed reading to her and the local children from his book of chivalry. But what's this?
And
There's
so
something
the brave
wrong.
knight...
Don Quixote seems shocked at what he's reading. What could be upsetting him so?
Sancho!
Huh?
Bring my armor and prepare my mount. There is too much injustice in the land for us to rest. Onward we'll march, fighting for justice forever!
And so, once again, our brave knight donned his armor and, along with his faithful squire, was ready for battle. They galloped away, determined to right the wrongs of the land. Don Quixote would not let anything stop him from fulfilling his dream of becoming a brave knight. The lesson to be learned from the unusual behavior of our brave knight is one of perseverance. And that simply means when you really want to do something very badly, never ever give up, no matter how difficult things may seem. Because if you truly believe in your dream, you can make it come true. The Frosty Giant. A story of friendship from Finland. Finland is located in the uppermost corner of Europe, very close to the North Pole, and its winters are long and very chilly. But the Finnish children love those snowy days, and it's not just because of Christmas, but also because they are able to hear once more the story of the Frosty Giant.
Gee, do you think I'll really get my own sled this Christmas?
I'm sure this year Odin will bring one for you. A bright red one.
Oh, Father, you're so old-fashioned. It's Santa Claus, not Odin.
That's right, it's Santa Claus. This year I asked for a new coat, a nice warm one.
Santa Claus, is it?
Say, how about some donuts and hot chocolate?
Yay!
Well, when I was a boy, it was Odin who used to bring our presents to us.
That's right. Maybe if the children are extra good this year, they can receive presents from both he and Santa Claus.
Whoa. I don't think they've ever heard of Odin. I think it's time I told them of Odin and the Frosty Giant.
You say the Frosty Giant?
Please tell us.
Okay, let's see now. Where shall I begin? As I recall, this story begins long, long ago, long before my great-great-grandfather was born. Books hadn't even been invented then. So this story has been passed on from father to children all these many generations. In those days, our land was inhabited by very strong but foolish giants. For many years, these giants lived in peace and harmony, and each giant had a small dwarf to serve him. But these dwarfs were very mean and cunning, and one day they decided to trick the foolish giants into fighting a war against Odin, the greatest and most powerful of all our Vikings' ancestors' gods. Even though the giants were very strong, they weren't very smart and stood no chance against Odin's powers.
Well, what happened to the giants? Were they all defeated?
Almost, but one giant did manage to escape by running away to the Arctic Sea and hiding there. But it was very cold, and the giant was soon covered from head to toe with ice and snow, and that is how he came to be known as the Frosty Giant. Oh, what's this? It looks as though Mary has already dropped off to sleep.
Okay, that's enough. Time for bed now.
All right. Good night, Father. And thank you.
Good night. And don't forget to say your prayers.
Okay.
But the legend of the Frosty Giant didn't end there. Odin decided to cast a magic spell over him so that he might sleep for 1,000 years. Odin was afraid that if the Frosty Giant was allowed to walk the land freely, the people of Finland would have been frightened and alarmed. But now the 1,000 years had passed, and the giant was beginning to awake.
Huh? Whoa! How long have I been asleep?
Why, it's been 1,000 years.
Huh? 1,000 years? I wonder if anything's changed.
Well, the people who moved in after the fall of the giants have built a lot of towns and highways, but their achievements are nothing compared to what you can do. Yeah!
Huh? What do you call that?
That's called a railroad. All sorts of funny little cars run up and down those rails making noises. I think we'd have more quiet if you just smashed it.
Okay, if you say so. And what do you call those things down there?
Those are called telephone wires, and they are full of the voices of the people who live in these funny little towns. I think you'd better tear those apart, too.
Oh, all right. Oh, what a delicious smell. What is it?
It's Christmas. Every house in the town is filled with delicious cookies and puddings. Why don't you just go in and help yourself?
Oh, boy, it smells so tasty.
Whoa.
Oh! Heh, heh, heh.
Oh?
Oh, Ollie, Santa Claus brought us just what we asked for.
Come on, let's try my sled. Let's go. Yippee! Come on, let's try it again. Run! Let's go. Oh, hurry.
Oh, my. Oh, no.
Run.
Oh,
The sled. Oh,
Oh, Ollie, he's going to get us.
Hey, put me down. Help! Come on, put me down. Put me down.
Hey, you better settle down.
What do you mean settle down? He made me wreck my new sled and scared my sister.
Okay, Giant, I think it's time we got rid of this little whippersnapper.
Did you say giant? Are you the frosty giant my father told us about?
You bet your snowshoes he is, Sonny. He's the smartest and strongest man in all the world.
Well, I don't know. My father told us all about him. He doesn't look very strong to me. I'll have to see some proof.
Huh? Don't you see what he's trying to do? He's trying to trick us and get away.
But why don't we see what kind of proof he wants?
See that mountain over there? I bet you can't pick it up and carry it all the way around the world and be back here by this same time tomorrow.
I don't think anyone could do that.
I can do it.
A little guy like you?
Sure. All I have to do is go over there and get a good grip on the mountain and wait for the spinning of the earth to bring us right back to the same spot tomorrow. It's really no trick at all.
I didn't know the earth was turning.
Of course. We learn that in school. The earth goes around once every day.
I've been asleep so long that I didn't have a chance to go to school.
They said you were the smartest man in the world.
Hey, I think you've been tricking me. That wasn't very nice at all.
Oh. You let my brother go.
Why are they throwing snowballs? Aren't they afraid?
They're my friends.
I don't understand.
Well, that's what friends are for. To help each other no matter how bad the trouble is.
I wish I had a friend to help me, but all I have is you, and I don't think you've been very nice. I have so many questions I want to ask you.
Like what?
Tell me, is it wrong to tear up railroad tracks?
Of course.
And telephone wires, too?
Yes, that too.
And to steal someone's cakes and cookies?
That's the worst. You'll make all the children cry.
I think those children were crying.
That's all right. If you fix everything you've broken and apologize to the children, it'll be all right.
Really? Is it true?
I'm sure of it. All you have to do... Yeah, it's a train! The train is coming! Hurry! Faster! We'll be too late! Hurry!
Achoo! Achoo!
The frosty giant quickly began to repair all the damage that he had done. He was so busy with his work that he didn't notice that while he was sleeping for 1,000 years, his body had been turned completely to ice. And as the warm summer sun beat down, he began to melt.
There, everything's good as new.
No, I still have to fix your sled. Oops.
That's all right. I'll ask Santa Claus for another one next year.
But you must be sad without your sled.
Well, I lost my sled, but I gained a new friend.
Do you mean me? Yes, let's be friends.
Say, why are you sweating so? You're melting! You've got to get out of the sun!
But first, I have to take my friend home.
Ollie tried to make the frosty giant go back to the Arctic Sea so that he wouldn't melt. But the giant had never had a friend before, and he wanted to stay with Ollie.
Please, you've got to go back before it's too late.
In no time at all, the frosty giant had melted completely away, leaving only a small, cool pond.
I tried to make him go back. He just wouldn't listen to me.
But Ollie needn't have been so sad because he gave the frosty giant one of our most precious gifts, the gift of friendship. And that is the story of the frosty giant.